Okay, so here's the deal, Shannon, Joe. I don't know about you guys, but my credit card bill this month, astronomical. Christmas, it just keeps going and going,
Okay.
and you're like, oh God. So let's try to get some money back and get people at home paid because they're probably feeling the same way. We start with tonight's Thursday night football matchup between the Saints and Rams. Joe, what's the play here?
Molly, first off, how is that different than any other month? Now,
No, it's way worse, Joe. Trust me.
If we're going to try to solve that problem, let's begin tonight. Let's lay the 4 points with the Rams. The offense has been fantastic over the second half of the season, especially quarterback Matthew Stafford. But the key here is the spot. This is an absolutely brutal situation for the New Orleans Saints. It's a Thursday night road game where they have to travel across the country, 2 time zones, and 2,400 miles. You don't see this very often, and when you do, the team in the Saints spot has performed miserably. So much so that the NFL has tried to eliminate these games from the schedule, but this one fell between the cracks, so we're going to take advantage, lay the 4 with the Rams.
Shannon, you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I like it. So
Okay. All right, cha-ching. We'll keep it rolling then. Moving to Saturday with an AFC North showdown between the Bengals and Steelers. What's the move here, Joe?
Hold your nose because this one stinks, and I got a feeling a lot of people won't want to follow it, but I'm going to play Pittsburgh in this spot. Let's start with the obvious. Mike Tomlin, as a home underdog, has been very profitable in his career, hitting at about 70% against the spread. Pittsburgh's defense is going to have to carry the day. They're 11th in efficiency this season. I expect them to get some stops. Now, Jake Browning has been very good on the Cincinnati offense, very good. But it's one thing to have Jake Browning as an underdog. It's another thing to have Jake Browning as a home favorite. It's another thing entirely to have Jake Browning laying points on the road. I think Cincinnati's a little bit overvalued here. I'd play the Steelers.
you know what, Joe? I'm going to disagree with you on this one. After what I've seen the Steelers do over the last several games, I can't go with them. I like Jake Browning. I like those receivers. I think they cover.
All right, guys, let's look at Sunday's marquee matchup between the Cowboys and the Dolphins. We've been talking about it all morning. Joe, this one I'd like to get in on the action, make it a little more exciting. What are we doing here?
So this is a Stephen A. Smith special. This is for my boy. We're going to play Dallas on the money line here, win the game outright, plus 105. All week long, the conversation has been about how bad Dallas's run defense is after we saw what James Cook did to them last week, right? So everyone's talking about Miami's rushing attack, Dallas's run defense. Well, keep in mind, Miami's rushing attack, they're banged up on the offensive line. They're banged up in the backfield. Tyreek Hill, banged up as well. The key to this game is the Miami defense. It is an overrated unit. You look at some of the advanced metrics, they're like 4th in defensive efficiency. They don't play anybody. This season, Miami's played 9 of their 14 games against opponents who rank in the bottom 10 in scoring offense. 9 of 14 games against teams in the bottom 10. In the 5 games against teams that aren't in the bottom 10, they're giving up 30 points per game. I think Dak and the Cowboys put up a big number. I'm playing Dallas here.
Well, you know what? I like the way that sounds. You take them outright. I can get double my money. I'll ride with you. I'll take the Cowboys.